Yep, the clock is running. Hi, all right. So I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Voter Information Committee. It's 4:34. Welcome. Our first order of a business is to approve the meeting minutes from the October 26, 2023 meeting, which Joy has handed out. So if everyone wants to take a moment to take a look. Oh, these meeting minutes look good, but just point of order, was I supposed to get a, oh no, the first motion is to accept the meeting minutes, right?
Yes, so
Okay.
I started to jump the gun and then I stopped myself to give everybody time.
Yeah.
But I moved to approve the minutes from the October 26th meeting.
Second. Okay, and everyone approved, everyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, the meetings minutes are approved, 3 unanimously. And for our viewing audience at home, this is only my second meeting being chaired, so I'm still a little rusty. Bear with me. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to discussion of FY24 Voter Information Committee programming. And the first order is update on whether there will be a special election for the vacant select board seat. I called the clerk's office this afternoon to get an update. The clerk's office informed me that they have received a petition to request that a special election be held to fill the vacant select board seat. That petition is currently being reviewed by both the Secretary of State's office and Town Council. If they deem it legal and having satisfied all the requirements of such a petition, the clerk's office will then have 14 days to verify that the people who signed the petition are registered voters. So I guess that's a very long way of saying check back in.
Still TBD.
We'll definitely know, I would think, perhaps by the end of next week, and definitely before our next scheduled meeting, which is December 20th. So we may want to, depending on the outcome of that, talk about having a meeting before December 20th. I'm just not sure what the timing of everything will be. So
I won't be here between the 4th and the 14th.
Okay.
So
Great. Yeah, it may, I'm not entirely sure. It may also be, I think there's timing issues, both in terms of getting signatures to be on the ballot and things. So we may have time. I just, want to have the flexibility.
Right.
So, I don't know if anyone has any other updates with respect to the special election, the possibility of a special election.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that we'll just have to kind of wait and see and take our guidance from the town clerk in terms of what's scheduled and when it's scheduled for, and then use those dates to figure out if there's time. I think we discussed last time how we partner with the League of Women Voters to be a impartial an impartial party running any candidates debate. And so depending on when any special election potentially is scheduled for, we'd have to work with the League of Women Voters to see if they have capacity to squeeze something in. And so I think we just have to kind of leave it all TBD right now.
Okay. The next item on our Voter Information Committee programming was how to register for Civic Ready and other town communications. And Joy, I don't know if you want to speak to that.
Sure. I just created a draft that everybody should have in front of them, using information from the town's website and directing folks to that website where they can sign up. It's a little bit complicated in that when you go to this link, you can sign up for the regroup notifications, which are more sort of emergency notifications.
Mhm.
And then on the same page, but a separate box, is where you can sign up for meeting agendas, meeting notifications, that sort of thing. But I didn't want to complicate this too much because it's pretty clear once you go to this website that you have to sign up for
Okay.
both. So I just kind of left that off for now, but I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I mean, I like the colors and I like that it's bold. I haven't been, I mean, I received the notifications and agendas. Do you have it? So I think this looks good. I don't know, I guess if we agree with this kind of graphic, then we can talk about how to share that information. Do you have any comments, Amy, or I know?
Nope, I had an idea just pop in my head, and I wonder if there's any way we could do like a little how-to video to, once you get into this website, if that would help.
I would say that it's simple enough. I can pull it up just to show you real quick, but I thought about about doing some sort of
Tutorial? Or...
Yeah, but it's pretty simple. So I worry about, sorry, I'm not so good at multitasking right now. I worry about scaring people away almost.
If it, by having a how-to video, it implies that it's complicated?
Kind of, yeah. Because it's truly just like filling out a form, like name and email and phone.
What Joy, do you know what department, I'll say, runs this program?
So this, I believe, falls under like Jamie and Caleb.
Okay. Channel 18.
Yeah, although it's technically not Channel 18
That's
anymore.
right.
The Harwich Channel.
The Harwich Channel. I'm wondering if there's a way to include, or maybe there's language on the website, but something saying like, have questions, reach out to, and provide their email address or something. Or a link, or perhaps there's a help section on this website. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up and I'm getting zero reception here just to show you because it's pretty straightforward on the website.
Yeah.
And I know in the past, the Voter Information Committee has been supported by the town clerk. She would put up any copies of this right there in town hall, put stacks of them out there. Jamie can run a graphic on the in between times, on the airings on the channel. The library is a good source of support, both digitally and having paper flyers available. So I think there are some good outlets to get it shared.
We could also maybe share it with the Council on Aging, and they might take a look. I'm not sure who's the director these days, but they might take a look at it and know better whether there's like some additional assistance required. And that might be something they'd be willing to take on if they're members.
So my computer's not working, but I pulled it up on my phone. So it's the same image.
Okay.
And you just click. What did I do? Oh yeah, and you just literally fill in the form fields, and it's just name, email, and then you check whether you want to get texts or phone calls or just emails, and so it's pretty straightforward, and they have the instructions there.
And then how do you get to the part where you're saying I want the voter information? Oh,
and
great,
then that's
you just keep
down
going.
Below, yeah. Obviously, on a computer, it's a lot more clear.
Right.
And they explain it in this portion.
That does look pretty easy then.
Yeah, so then here you just put your email and select which boards and committees that you want agendas and minutes for. So I think it's pretty straightforward. I think it's mostly in my experience, just that people don't even know it exists.
Yep.
So the more we can explain that to people, I think, is
Yeah.
the key.
Well, assuming that this graphic is acceptable to everyone, I'd be happy to share it with, the town clerk's office, the library, and the council on aging. Maybe we could post it at like the Howard's
Yeah.
post offices.
Yeah, I mean, even like the grocery store,
grocery
community
store,
boards,
yeah.
I think anything like that is helpful. And so I can email the electronic version to both of you, so
Great.
you have it
Okay.
handy. And I think, I think we can just use our judgment to share with any community partners.
Does the town have Facebook that
No.
they can put it on?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
What about like the police department and fire department?
They probably would, yeah.
Could
Yeah,
they
I'm
put
sure.
it up?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
And the community center does have one, so Carolyn would be good. So yeah, I think there's some social
Those are
media
three good
avenues
outlets, sure.
that we could
Yeah.
pursue.
So, I don't wanna, Amy, do you wanna try to share it, with the community center, the fire, and police? And I can share it with the library and the town clerk, and I feel like
Sure.
there's somebody else I said. Oh, council on aging. And then I can also just print some flyers, and when I'm out and about, ask for permission at the grocery store or ask at the post office if I can hang them.
And we'll want to share it with Jamie directly.
Yep.
To get on the Harwich channel, sort of static in between screen.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I don't know, Joy, do you ever share things at, I'm not sure which school building you're located at, but,
I'm located in the administration building.
okay. I don't know if there's like a parent area or, not really, but I'm just trying to like
It's
think.
all electronic.
Yeah, okay. But maybe you could add it to our website?
Yep, I can do that. I remember the password.
I think I might have it.
It's been so long since I've logged in to update anything.
Yeah. All right, well, that's,
Yeah, and if you look at it and have any additional changes, let me know. So you're not sort of on the spot reviewing it right now.
Okay. That sounds good. Any other ideas for, activities for the committee, for our for this year? I know we've already talked about the possible special election candidates forum, and, I guess, is it too early to start talking about town meeting planning, or kind of, we don't know the warrant yet, but.
I think part of it will depend on how much we all want to take on.
Mhm.
Because a lot of those activities were when there were, 4 or 5
Right.
members. And there were things like video interviews on the warrant, on the budget, on any sort of special ballot measures that were going to be out there.
Yeah, we're a mighty committee of 3, but we also have to recognize that we're a mighty party committee of 3.
So I don't know. Maybe we can all have a little bit of homework and go back and look at what we had done in the past and see if we think there's value in sort of consolidating.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe saying, okay, well, our capacity is that we could do one video that would all cover, the warrant, the budget,
Right.
all in one?
Well, I think it's important, like the candidates forum is important because it's an opportunity to educate the voters.
Right.
We can certainly share, for instance, the warrant on our website. I mean, there's like ways that we can fulfill our mission of educating without.
What if we just take the first step and just make a list of everything that's been done in the past?
That's a great.
And
That's a good
then go
idea.
from there.
Yeah, that's great because we could prioritize from that.
And we have many months to figure out what we can do when we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be able to fit it all in intervals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you both said it and you're absolutely right. Let's look at what we've done before because maybe it is manageable or maybe it isn't, but how do we know unless we check? So, I guess we would know, it's all on our website, Joy? Or-
Yes, and again, even though it says I'm connected to the internet, I am not able to load the town website. But I do believe all of our previous videos. Yeah, so we have,
Yeah, that's.
there's like special programs and I get my hands upside down. Yeah, Municipal Finance 101 presentation, an overview of a article with the wastewater superintendent. This should take us to a YouTube feed of all the videos. So
Yeah, so we
this was
can
our
dig around a
classes.
little bit and.
Yeah, so in 2022, there was a town meeting review, the special Monomoy Regional Agreement changes, the financial state of Harwich, board and committee candidate interviews, and the candidate forum. That looks like that was the last cycle in spring of 2022. And it looks like those things all happened in like March, April, so I do think we have time to sort that out and figure out.
Okay.
Recognizing that March, April is your busy time.
Oh, right.
But after April 15th, I'm all clear.
So, all right, well, maybe, as you say, we can take a look at it and come back next meeting and have have a discussion about what we want to prioritize. And also at the next meeting, we would know whether we have
Right. Will there be
whether we one election candidates forum or two. I mean, like a special election
right.
and a traditional town
A regular.
election.
Yes. And I guess theoretically, if there is a special election and it's uncontested,
Right.
then that also renders unnecessary any candidates forum.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Lots of-
okay. So
lots
there's a
of
lot of variables.
maybes. And again, and actually the same is true of a regular
Right.
election. It's only if it's contested.
Right. We have allowed uncontested candidates to offer a statement of
Right.
why they're looking to serve.
Right.
But even that is fine because it wouldn't require the League of Women Voters.
Right.
So
We
that
could
would
just
give us
set
the
up a time
flexibility.
to, film something. So, so lots to be decided at our next meeting.
Remind me again why you use or you partner with the League of Women Voters.
Because they're an independent, third party,
Nonpartisan.
so there's no appearance of conflict.
And the way they do it is that if they have members who are from Harwich, they don't participate in moderating the Harwich Candidates Forum.
Okay.
And they do this for all towns, so they'll do it in Dennis, and any members who are from Dennis do not participate in moderating that one to really keep it kind of clean and separate. And they do this all the time, so they're really good at it. Like they have their own timing paddles, and they have, you know, their system of like rotating questions.
Okay.
And they're, you know, they kind of just come in and it's like, you know, pros that you're just bringing in to do it, and that won't have any connection, or even the appearance of connection because they're not from the same town. So
Right.
they kinda-
It's really about the appearance, like, you know, if you, all three of us were committed to be independent, you know, nonpartisan on this committee, but, you would never want a candidate to think like, oh, she gave me a gotcha question because I live 2 doors down and
Right.
she's mad that my dog is barking, or,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
whatever, like,
Yeah.
so it just removes
Yes.
any appearance of conflict,
Right.
so.
Right. And so the folks moderating it are not voters in the town that they're moderating the session for, so it just, you know, keeps it clean. So,
Okay.
and yeah, and that's sort of how it's historically been done.
Okay, so we have our marching orders for the programming. Our next item on the agenda is recruiting new members for the voter information committee. I guess it's just a call out to our viewing public that we're always looking for more people to do this important work. I know last time we were here, Amy, you were saying you had some ideas about trying to engage younger citizens to join us. I don't know if you have any updates or.
No updates on that, but now that we are, I think last time was kind of a get to know you and get
Exactly.
up and running, so now that if we're moving full steam ahead, I can start working on that to
Great.
hopefully come up with some ideas.
Yeah, no, because I think that's an important, I'm not sure if it's programming, because it's not programming, but I mean, it's important to, the more robust of a committee we have, the more programming we can do.
Yes, exactly. And the less sort of individual pressure it puts on each of us, even in terms of a quorum, you know, if one of us is out of town or sick or, you know, we can't hold a meeting.
Right.
So having a little cushion to allow the work of the committee to continue on, not so reliant on each individual, I think is important.
Yeah, no, for sure. So that would be great.
Yeah.
We'll just continue carrying that on the agenda.
Yes, that will be a constant for a while.
Does anyone have any new business?
I do not.
I have a problem with our December 20th date. I heard you say, Amy, you're away the 4th to the 14th, so I will circulate. I know our goal is to have it, I guess this is the third Wednesday of the month at 4:30, but it just I can't help it. And because we have only 3 members, if I can't attend, then we can't have a meeting,
Right,
so.
right, and that's, you know, that is one of the ongoing challenges of having so few members, is it makes even the simplest things like scheduling a meeting really hard.
Right.
Because we are all busy and we all have other
Different commitments,
So.
yeah. But I can circulate sometimes and check with Jamie, and once we have it, of course, we will post our agenda, and, you know, we'll let people know, so. Is there any other new business? And lastly, on our agenda is public comment, but unfortunately we don't have anyone joining us today, so.
We almost did.
We almost did, we had someone beforehand, but.
We couldn't bring them in.
But so I guess I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, great. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a nice Thanksgiving.
You too. And adjourn at 4:50.